Alright, don't mind me, just playing with the settings. Alright. Okay, hopefully we got it good. Alright, so starting again. Playtesting the Vilya. This is meant to be just me just playing around with the Vilya thing, but I thought I'd stream it. I didn't realise it was going to turn into such a drama, so apologies for people watching that. So we're up to the when revealed, search the encounter deck for copy unexplored space, put it in the staging area, shuffle the encounter deck. There's that. I should have actually drawn my hand by this point. And yeah, it's a Vilya deck, so I need to get hold of Vilya and the Star Trek card equivalent to the TrekLotR equivalents of Vilya and Ninya or Nilia or whatever the hell the other Rin's called, which is the Iconian Gateway and the Continuum Pendant. So this deck is designed to get those cards as quickly as possible, which can then give me a whole bunch of free cards. So let's do it. Cool. So some threat reduction, which is always handy. It's a shame that that's in the opening hand, because I would rather have gotten that drawn for free, because 6 is a lot, but resources aren't a huge deal in here. In fact, I don't like this hand at all. All good cards, but nothing that's going to get me the cards that I need. So let's prox mulligan. I'm going to land one mulligan, so let's do it. And again, not really that exciting. Yeah, pretty disappointing opening hand, I've got to tell you. But it is what it is. Stuck with it. Can only mulligan once. 1, 2, 3. Was it 29 is the opening? Cool. Alright. Let's do it. Yep. Pretty disappointing opening hand. Really, really disappointing. Let's get Starfleet training on female Q and use her ability, which is to choose a player, reduce their threat by 1 and draw a card. So reduce threat by 1 and draw a card. Oh, this is terrible. It's all space enemies. Actually, no. There is one starship enemy, which is the crazy crewman when they go nutty. So don't really need Traveller. Let's get rid of Traveller and use Deanna's ability to give Talar a resource. I will be right back. One moment. No, I can't afford anybody else, so I will Sarek's Council to reduce threat by 3 and give somebody +1 on Starfleet training to ready her. Not that I remember bad, so she can't quest, attack, or defend. So giving that to her was pointless. Let's give it to Talar. Then quest for 7. 9. It's quest for 9. 3, 6, 8. Ooh. 9. Alright. Card. Tholian punctuality. When revealed, if there is a Tholian ship in play, it engaged all station area. It immediately performs an attack. If it is attacking from the station area, do not assign out a shadow card. If there are multiple Tholian ships, only the one with the highest threat attacks. There are no Tholian ships in play, so don't care. So it's 9 versus 1, which means I win by 8. And we will travel to unexplored space. When faced with the option of the players must travel to unexplored space if there's no active location. So there you go, there's that. If you can hear that noise in the background, that's my heater, by the way, because it's freezing. You can have 6 unexplored space, and you don't know what that means, but that's alright. Travel there, which is good. Increase threat by 1. Sarek's Council's gone. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And get rid of that. So, not the greatest start, but yeah, could have been worse. So, draw a card. Yeah, this is no good. This is no good at all. I don't really care about Murtok. I'm going to sacrifice him to give to lower resource. And then I could technically get the ship in play. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get myself a ship ally. It can quest, it can defend, it can attack. Why not, eh? So much for not getting it in play. That probably would have been a better option. But I wanted a ship to come help me out. Alright, question. 3, 6. She can't quest. Oh, so I'll use her ability to... Wait, before I quest. Boom, boom. Use her ability to reduce threat by 1 and draw a card. Oh, there you go. 3, 6, 8, 10. I'm actually not going to quest with the ships, because if I get past this stage, which I will mostly get past, just with these guys doing 6, the Tholians should start attacking. So 6, 4. No, doesn't look like I'm going to. Unexplored space is 6 just on its own. And then another 4. Yep, I'm gonna do it. Why not? 6, 8, 10. Oh, let's do a Sarek's Council. Why the hell not, eh? 1, 2, 3. Go below that, so 8. 6, 10. That should probably put me through. 6, 7, 9, 11. Let's see what happens. Insane crewman. Oh god, he's going to attack. Awesome. In with all that threat reduction. When revealed, the first player chooses a character currently committed to a mission. Deal 1 damage to that character. Okay. With an Olympia. So he's worth 2, so I win by 9. So that's 6 on you and 1, 2, 3 on you. So there you go. And he'll engage because his engagement is 20 and my current threat is 22. So boom, he engages, and I have no one to defend to. Even if I did Starfleet Charity female Q, she's not allowed to defend from an attack. So yeah, gonna take undefended female Q. Sorry about that. Oh, 2. If you throw it as 35 or higher, adding back to the staging area, it's not. So it's undefended, 2 on female Q, and he goes, he stays, he's a shadow card, so he goes. Just stays engaged with me. So that was pretty crappy. Oh well. What goes on? Threat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card. This is getting annoying. Don't really need you. Give you a resource. So what have I got? 4 resources to play with. I need someone. I mean, you thought I could block him and possibly live. So I could block him and live. What am I talking about? I'm going to Starfleet training on Talar so that she can quest and defend. I just won't be able to hit him back all that much. There's no defense. Not really made for away team combat, I must admit. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, questing. So this one I will go through to the next one. So let's not do the ships. Let's do Deanna and Talar. Oh wait, let's use her ability. Nope. Thank you, Leah. Alright, yeah. So Deanna and Talar going for 6. Fractured space. Fractured spaces in the staging area when revealed effects cannot be cancelled. That's no good. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck to travel here. Well, I'm going to travel there. So 6 versus 4 is 2. Alright, so before I worry about travel phase, let's look at 2A. The Tholians arrive! Ah, the Tholians. They're cool. Tholian Commander Luskin arrives and claims this area space for the Tholian Assembly. Upon being told that you're a rescue mission, he agrees to wait, but warns that he will not tolerate deceit. However, once the time elapses, he attacks. Firing back, he has caused your ship's power regulator to fuse. Further combat would be catastrophic. He didn't wait that long. They don't muck around, the Tholians. When revealed, shuffle the event Memorial Service into the encounter deck. Proceed to 2B. To be. When revealed, search the encounter deck for the enemy Tholian command ship and add it to the staging area. So there's Laskeen ship. Shuffle the encounter deck. If the Tholian command ship is already in play or in the discard pile, ignore this effect. It's not. So there it is. It's there now. If your ship hero attacks while on this stage, immediately deal it 6 damage. Because they've already started. They've started creating the web. You see. So if you attack, then your regulator. So I said that your regulator. Further combat would be catastrophic. So your power regulator would causes you damage. Right, so 16 to get past this. The ship is in play. It is 33, so it won't engage me just yet. But it does have a when revealed effect. And notice that it says when revealed, so she can and add it to the staging area. So when this is revealed, search the encounter deck for a copy of the Tholian Web, then reveal it and add it to the staging area. Oh, didn't mean to draw that. Yikes. Cool, so now I have the Tholian command ship and the Tholian Web to deal with. That is doomed 1. And it says, when revealed, if there are no Tholian ships in play, shuffle this card back into the encounter deck without activating this effect. There is a Tholian ship in play, so... If there is a Tholian ship enemy in play, the first player attaches this card to their ship hero. This effect cannot be cancelled. This card counts as a condition attachment with the text. If the ship hero exhausts to attack or defend, deal it 3 damage. If a ship hero has 4 Tholian Web cards attached, it is destroyed and the players lose the mission. So, down it goes, and is attached to the Enterprise. Now notice it says, if the ship hero exhausts to attack or defend, deal it 3 damage. So there's 2 effects in play right now that needs to be worried about. If your ship attacks, it doesn't say exhaust to attacks, it just says attacks. While on the stage, immediately deal it 6 damage. So I can't attack with the ship hero. So the Enterprise can't attack because I don't want to be taking 6 damage. I mean, basically 3 turns and it's dead. And this one says, if the ship hero exhausts to attack or defend, deal 3 damage. So the Enterprise doesn't exhaust to defend. So I can't attack because I don't want to take 6 damage, but I can defend without taking the 3 damage. So all is not lost. And I also have an ally. So it's not the end of the world. You would think it would have more health. But I don't know, it's interesting that it has less health than my Constitution class ship, Nebula class, which is basically almost the size of a galaxy. Doesn't have this, has less health or hull than Constitution, but you know, sometimes a card all makes sense. Try my best to make it make sense, but sometimes these things slip through. Alright, so we have just about to go to the travel phase, because once we've taken care of all those changes, yeah, we'll travel. So to travel, we'll have to reveal the next card in the encounter deck. And lo and behold, it's another Tholian Web. Brilliant. So it's another threat. There's a doomed, and then sure enough, there's a Tholian ship in play, so it's attached to the Enterprise. Simple as that. So now it's got 2, which is not good. Not good at all. Very bad. Very, very bad. If it attacked, it would take 12 points of damage. 3 from each of the cards, 6 from this. So, yeah. So thank whatever deity you pray to that the Nebula class is here in play. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. All right, so that's the end of that. Travelled. Now it's combat. I don't have anybody to take this crewman out, so it will be too undefended. This insane crewman is running around the ship, attacking people like an arsehole. So it's not looking good. So in the round threat. So threat's steadily creeping back up to when Laskin gets in on the action. And draw a card. It's not what I needed, although it doesn't hurt. Oh, that's only attached to a ship hero, not to a ship ally. So, wait, what is this? Discard quantum torpedoes to attack an enemy with a ship straight on the staging area. Gain +3 for this attack. Oh, so you still need to attack. You can't just deal at 3 damage. So yeah, and I'm not attacking because that's what did I say it was? 12 points of damage if I attack. If I do attack though, what do I do? 3 + 3. So I would kill it. I would kill it at the risk of almost killing my ship. It would be on 2 health left. I could take out the Tholian command ship. But to be fair, I could also just engage and just keep defending against it all the time anyway. Like, it won't do anything. I think at the very least I should get rid of stage 2. If I get out of stage 2 and get into stage 3, I can then use it, because then this 6 damage business disappears. So I think that's the better option. Alright, so I've got 4 resources to muck around with. So if I get rid of Ilea, give her 1 more. She's got 4 on her own, so still not quite enough for Rogar. Let's use Female Q's ability. Oh, this is painful. This is absolutely painful. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. I can still engage Laskin's ship though. Engage, defend with the Enterprise. Doesn't exhaust, so doesn't care. And then the Nebula can hit him back. Touch to ship hero. For 1 at the very least, right? Get him out of the staging area and then just quest. Quests like a mother. I need to get a defender out because this insane crewman is just starting to kick the crap out of me. So let's get Delta out. I wouldn't normally use her in combat. Oh, wait a minute. I meant to be using her in combat. What happened before? Why didn't I use her in combat? Oh my god, what an idiot. Why did I not Starfleet train in and use her in combat? Why did I take it undefended for? What a moron. What? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. So with that in effect, let's get the 3, spend the 3, get Delta out, and just use her for a requested ability. That's just dumb. Really upset with myself now, but oh well, mistakes happen. So 2, 5, 8. Yep, 8. I get a free progress. That's a Delta's ability. Alright, Memorial Service. When revealed, refresh all characters that don't have any damage. Also, if you're on stage 3, add 1 to the time counter. Then discard this card. This is the absolute worst time to get this card. Unbelievable. Refresh all characters that don't have any damage. Great. I'm just going to use that to refresh her anyway. Why not? And stage 3, add 1 to the time counter, which is what you need. Stage 3 is when you actually get a time counter and you've got to save Captain Kirk before he dies, right? Or your captain before he dies. This is terrible. That's very upsetting to me. But anyway, 1, 2, 3. So 8 to 3 is 5. 1, 2, 3 on there. 4, 5 on here. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is done. Loskeen still won't engage, so I'm thinking I should just engage him. Because I can just defend and just whittle him down. So, yeah. Let's voluntarily engage Loskeen's command ship. Is it called Tholian command? It's the Tholian command ship, but that's Loskeen's ship, let's be honest. So, yeah, let's engage here, and then we go into combat. So now we get a thing there. Loskeen will attack first because he's the highest. Defending with the Enterprise. I don't need to exhaust to defend. 2 versus 4, not a problem. Shadow, no shadow effect. Thank God that was a shadow card. That's great. And then he will attack, defend with TrekLotR, 2 versus 3. There is a shadow effect. Deal X shadow casters, take away X is the number of players in the game. Okay, there's only 1 player in the game, so let's get another shadow card. And, yep, no shadow effect, and thank God that's gone, so that's great. So TrekLotR defended. Defense, not a problem. And then there's no point hitting back with Delta, but Deanna can hit back. Why not? No defense. Let's chip away at this arsehole. That's what he gets for being an insane crewman. Deanna comes up and slaps him in the face. Calm down, you idiot. So and then the Nebula will attack Loskeen's 3 versus 2, and 1 gets in. So slowly but surely we can whittle these arseholes down. So is that taken care of? End of the round. Refresh. Resource. Draw a card. It's Worf. I don't need another one of these torpedoes, so I'm going to use her ability, Deanna's ability to sacrifice a card and get a resource. Before I do, before I bring out Rogar, which is what I was about to do, let's use her ability. 1 rare threat and draw a card, just in case it is what I need. It's not, but it's not bad. It's the Steward of Gondor, but the problem here now is that I can't use it because I don't have any leadership resources. Her ability just lets you spend her resources on allies of any sphere, not any card of any sphere. So the only way to get her that card into play is for free using Vilya or the Iconian Doorway. So that card's now pointless. So that'll be the next card I sacrifice to Deanna's ability. But all is not lost. I'm going to spend the full 5, get Rogar out. I now have somebody who can kick the crap out of this guy. which is great. Just start crapping, just slapping him down. Defend with her, attack with him. He doesn't stand a chance. He could probably take out the ship when he doesn't muck around. And then 2 more resources. I don't really need anything else. I'll just save onto him just in case. So quest. 6. 8. So questing for 8. Free progress doesn't apply. Alright, what have we got? When revealed, interphase madness. When revealed, choose one exhausted non-ship character you control with a printed attack value of 1 or higher. Then deal damage to another non-ship character you control, adjacent to the exhausted character if possible, equal to the printed attack value of that exhausted character. So essentially it is the crewman goes mad and attacks the crewman next to him. So choose one exhausted non-ship character you control with a printed attack value of 1 or higher, and then deal damage to an adjacent if possible character. So she's exhausted, doesn't matter. So non-exhausted, is it exhausted? What does it say? Oh, exhausted non-ship character. Yeah. So doesn't affect Rogar because he's ready and refreshed and all good. Doesn't affect Yalta because even though she's exhausted, she has 0. They're ships, so it doesn't affect them. So then we go into the heroes, which are still characters. They're all exhausted. So 1, 1, 0. So it's one of these two, and they deal damage to one or the other. So I'm going to say Talar, and her Vulcan strength smacks Deanna in the face. Very cool treachery. I love this quest. Very proud of this quest. So nothing to battle against, so it's 8. So not far, not far. Alright, combat. Let's get some shadow cards. That is the ships, that is the crewmans. So the ship attacks first, defend with the Enterprise, of course. No shadow effect and no defense problem. Defending, so I'll Starfleet training to ready Talar, defend with Talar, so it's 2 versus 3. No shadow effect, no problem. Hitting back, the Nebula class starship will hit the command ship. 3 minus 2 is 1, and it's dead. Doesn't take a lot to kill them, they're not exactly super powerful. So that's him gone. Commander gone. Because he's dead, whenever a Tholian, the command ship is destroyed, you may remove 1 Tholian web from any ship hero. So, see you later. So I've still got 1 left. And then Rogar is going to attack for 2. No defense. That's enough to do damage. And his ability would do 1 more damage to somebody, but there's no one to do damage to. So, yoinks. And away. Insane crewman. Dead. So all is not lost. Let's do it. End of the round. Refresh. Resource. Draw. No doorway. I'm playing a doorway deck with no doorway. I mean, that is just crazy. So I might as well get rid of that since I'm never going to spend it now. Deanna's ability. Give her a resource. And then I could bring out Worf, but I don't really need him. Rogar can do everything he needs to do. He's a bit of a beast. So let's go to questing. Oh no, before we do that, let's use her ability. And draw. Well, screw you. Might as well use you. Actually, no. I'm going to save you because the next round is pretty beefy. All right. Let's do it. 3, 6, 8. What do we get? So I win by 4. And then I'm going to travel to Fractured Space and reveal the deck to do it. And there's another one. So, interesting. Cool. Alright. That was pretty uneventful. So let's end of the round. Refresh. And draw a card. Doctor, handy, but not what I want. Let's use her ability. Resource. Sorry, threat goes down, draw a card. Pendant, better than nothing. Alright, let's sacrifice Select S to TrekLotR. And then use TrekLotR's ability to bring out the Doctor. And then use the Doctor's ability. There's also Doctor deal 1 damage on up to 2 different characters. Because TrekLotR increases that by 1, I'm going to take off the 2 off her and the 2 off her. Done. And then I'm going to spend 1, 2 to give female Q the Continuum Pendant. Yay! Which does a whole bunch of cool stuff. But what it does is you can exhaust it to reveal the top 10 cards of your deck, grab one you want, and then randomly throw out one. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy crap, the next 10 cards, no doorway. That's madness. That is just crazy to me. Can't believe it. I actually don't really care about any of these cards. I might as well grab a tester wheel just so I can stop one of these friggin' Tholian webs. Oh, that's infuriating. Let's put them back. You have to shuffle them back in, right? Yep. So shuffle them back in. And then you randomly discard a card from your hand. So you could actually end up losing the card that you just got. So it's not, I mean, it's not foolproof. It's not the greatest, but it's pretty good. Alright, so, yep, Wolf. Don't give a crap. So thank you, Wolf. Thanks for your service. Cool. Alright, so yeah, that was a whole lot of nothing. But still, I got the pendant. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so 3, 6, 8. That's all I really need. I don't need much more. Oh, yes I do, because 4, then I have to clear this for 4. And then, yeah, I want to clear out. So let's use this to refresh her, and then use the ability of the pendant to add her 4 to somebody else. Let's add it to Deanna. So she's actually doing 7, so it's 7, 10, 12. Versus what is currently 4 plus whatever gets revealed. Choose and damage somebody. I'm going to let that happen because that'll just be these two again, and I'll just do the 1 point of damage on Talar. So this time Deanna slaps Talar back. Not going to waste my test of will on that. So it's 12 versus 4. I win by 8. Delta gives 1 extra on here, so I win by 8. 1, 2, 3. And another 5 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's enough to clear that and enough to clear this stage. Now we're rocking. 3A. You only have a short time left to rescue the captain before his air runs out. When revealed, shuffle the 3 copies of Therigen Antidote into the encounter deck. Time 4. After the last time counter is removed from this stage, if there are any enemies in play, the players lose the game. If there are no enemies in play, the players win the game. So it's pretty simple. I need to win in 4 rounds. At the end of every round, a time counter thing will go down. If it goes down to 0, and if there are enemies in play, I lose. If there are no enemies in play when it goes down to 0, it doesn't matter that if it goes down to 0, as long as there are no enemies in play when it goes down to 0, which means I can then escape through the web. So we're all good so far. So I'm actually not going to travel to fractured space. Oh, actually, yes I am. Screw it. Alright. Reveal an encounter card. And I'll take it. Deanna hits Talar back again. Easy as pie. Alright. So basically now I just have to get 14 points of progress and kill any ship that comes out. Shouldn't be too hard. Because now I can actually attack. I can handle taking 3 points of damage. That's fine. Because now I can start laying the smack down. So, end around. Resource. Draw a card. Some mines. It's handy. If something engages me, it's going to get its ass kicked if I play that card. Or I can just shoot it with some quantum torpedoes if it doesn't engage me. I actually don't know the engagement. I can't remember the engagement cost of the ships. Just the normal everyday Tholian ships. I think it's 30, but don't quote me on that. The web spinners. It's 35. There you go. So they're not going to engage me unless I intentionally engage them. So I could just kick the shit out of them out of the sky. So first things first, let's do her. Draw a card. Refit, pretty handy. Torpedoes, pretty handy. I think I can just blow them out of space. And then just quest my way to victory. So let's Starfleet training her back up. Let's do 1, 2, 3 to give me some quantum torpedoes. And then Sarek's Council. 1, 2, 3. Give Deanna 1. And then use her ability to give her another 4. So 5 in total. And then then it's just quest, really. I mean, I've got... Yeah. Nothing's going to slip past me, and even if it does, it's dead. Yep, this is pretty much done. So let's quest. Questing for 8, just on our own. 11. 13. Oh, before I quest, I'm going to use the action window to use the doctor to heal 2 players. And TrekLotR does an extra point, so healed. There we go. So, back to questing. 8, 11, 13. That should be enough. 13. Delta gives me an extra point. And reveal. Tholian Web. Alright, so I get doomed 1, regardless. Not much I can do about it. But then before it does its when reveal effect, I'm going to... oh. Wait. No. When reveal. It only does something if there's a Tholian ship. If there's no Tholian ship in play, shuffle it back into the encounter deck. Sweet. Didn't even have to use my card. So I win by 13. 1, 2, 3, and then another 10 on there. And that's done. Yeah, that was a little too easy. That's victory. No enemy cards in play. That got resolved. I mean, yeah, I just quested right through it. Maybe that needs to be a little bit higher than 10. But yeah, didn't really pose much of a challenge, this quest, I must say. So let's see what Insurrection can do for me. Insurrection, I think, will pose a little bit more of a challenge. Dun, dun. Captain's been rescued, and that's victory. So, where are you? Tholian Web. So let's put you in there, you in there. Let's do Insurrection. That would be a challenge. I mean, that is hard, right? I mean, that's bloody hard. Yeah, I don't want to be here all night. It takes bloody forever. So yeah, let's do Insurrection. Let's see what happens. You don't get the Riker Maneuver event as a freebie. It's just there to remind you that you can put it into your deck if you want. So, I mean, it's worth it, but in this deck, it's not playable because it has to be a combat action, and so that means you have to doorway during combat phase to make it work and stuff. It becomes unplayable. So I'll just put it back in there. Alright, so let's get this one back in action. No doorway the entire game. Like, that's crazy. Alright, reset. Insurrection. Let's do it. As the Dominion War rages, the Sonar and Federation plan to exploit a planet that promises the fountain of youth at the expense of the peaceful Baku. You and your crew must rebel against the orders of the Federation Council and save the Baku. The battle for paradise has begun. Set up. Set the enemy Rufo and the locations Briar Patch and Sonar Collector aside, out of play. Sonar Collector. Rufo. And the locations Briar Patch and Sonar Collector. Where's Briar Patch? Must be in here. There it is. What is going on here? It's going mad! Mad, I tell you! Alright, so Briar Patch Collector aside, out of play, place Anij into play, make Baku Village the active location. Add the rescue villages and capture the villages chasing the stage nearing. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Alright, so let's put them down here. The first player gains control of Anish. So let's put her down here. So you get a free ally for the quest. Make Baku Village the active location. Okay. Done. Doesn't say to shuffle the deck, but I will, because you should. Villages 10, so you get a lot of this sort of action. And then you get tokens on these guys. Alright, when progress will be placed on Protect the Baku, move an equal number of villager tokens from this mission onto Rescue Villages instead. If the number of villager tokens on Protect the Baku reaches 0 or less, advance to stage 2A. So instead of gaining progress, you rescue villages. This also has villages on it, Baku Village. It's 5 progress to get through it. At the end of the round, discard 1 villager token from Baku Village. So really it's just a race to ensure that you have more on here than you do on here at the end of the game. It's really simple as that. And there's lots of sort of factors throughout the game that will take villages from here and put them there and put them here and all that sort of stuff. So most of them, of course, will take it from here and put it here. Well, that's the onus of the game. The mission the quest that it's based on, of course, is the one where the orcs are going around and killing villages. But the insurrection equivalent is the sonar ship using transporters to steal the villages and take them off planets. So that's ready to go. These guys will come into play later on. And let's get the deck. Okay, so this is a better starter hand than we did have before. At least I've got a pucker, which lets me choose the top 5 cards when I draw them, which is great, so I can actually see that a card is coming. It's a shame that Rogar's in the opening hand. I would like to have gotten him later on. But the Doctor's good. Sulu's good. Uhura is good. Doesn't commit to the issue, which is great. But as okay as it is, I want the friggin' doorway. So let's try again. And no doorway. And an even worse hand than it was before. This, my god, this is infuriating. So these cards are now pointless. I can't play them, so I might as well get rid of those. I might be able to Remartok in play later on, but I won't, let's be honest. Pavel's good, Apaka's good, Ritual's good. I'm happy with those three. Those three, don't care. Alright, so let's start up. Resource. Threats right, so let's start. Draw a card. Okay, I don't need to worry about the ships just yet, so let's get some allies in play so they can help protect the Baku. So the first things first, let's get rid of that and give Talar a resource. Use female Q's ability. Draw a card. No, don't care. I mean, it will come in very handy later on when I fight the battle cruisers, but for now, not that fussed. So actually, I'll put him there. Actually, you know what? I should have Apaka'd first and then done her. Not thinking. Let's get Apaka out because she's awesome, and then use her ability. Top 5 cards, and then put them back in any order. Oh my god! Ugh. Well, at least I'm getting it next round, alright? So that now becomes the top card. And then these guys in any other order, it doesn't really faze me, I suppose. I never get Seleucus out. It's just such a douchebag. Wow. Oh well. Would have been cool to have used her ability to get it into my hand. But it was not to be. It'll be next turn. Next turn at the very least. So let's do it. Oh, I really should change my ship. Enterprise is just not going to be able to fight the battle cruisers. It's just a fact. They're just way, way, way too powerful. I'm going to change it to the E, which is the ship that, you know, is actually in this fight. So sorry, A. I do love you, but there's just no way you're going to be able to fight them. They're crazy tough. You get annihilated. So let's do that. All right. So yeah, let's stick with that. Questing 3, 6. Nine. Never really use her ability, which is to stop villager tokens changing around, because I usually out-quest it fast enough. So let's see if that's true again this time. Questing for 9. Let's move these guys down a bit. Clogging up the staging area. Alright. Panicked. When revealed, each player must take a villager token from rescued villagers and place it place it on a location in the staging area, if able. Can't do that because it's not on there. If no villager tokens were placed on a location by this effect, Panicked gains Surge. Okay, well, none were done, so Surge it is. Oh no, transporter drones. Ambush. So ambush means that they immediately make an engagement check, and if they can engage, they do when they can. So 28. So that means they immediately engage. When revealed, discard 1d6 villager tokens. This effect cannot be cancelled by a card effect. Player 1 may exhaust one non-ship character with ranged to cancel this effect. I don't have any non-ship characters with ranged. Also, Parker's hiding a phaser rifle in her pocket. No, she's not. To cancel this effect. Now, does ambush say that they immediately attack? They don't immediately attack, do they? Just immediately engage. Right. Okay, so 1d6 villager tokens. Here's a d6. Oh my god, that was pretty harsh. Okay, so 4 villager tokens. What are they discarded from? I guess from the location. Doesn't say where they're discarded from. When you place progress, you place it on any active location before the quest. So taking progress, you would take it from the location before the quest. What about that treachery that says remove progress? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do here. Discard. What does this say? Location objective quest stage. Doesn't really know what to say. I'm just going to take it from the quest. I mean, I guess that's the whole point of this, right? Protect the Baku. Yeah, that's really frustrating. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of them have been captured. That's very annoying. Oh, my ship will blow them away. Although actually no, aren't they? Oh, they're away, so they're not ships. They're these guys. Well, somebody here will, I mean, even like somebody's going to smack them out of the sky. All right. So I'm still doing 9, and I don't get another thing though because they immediately engage, so they go out of the stage area. So I guess that's actually a benefit, right? So it means I do 9 progress. The 9 progress means I instantly clear here. See, so there's something interesting. If I'd taken it off there, I would have lost them even though I was about to clear them. So now I'm about to gain them. So taking them from there was actually of benefit to me. So I really would like to know where you're meant to take them from. And I know what you're thinking. It's like, Dave, didn't you create this mission? And yes, of course I did. But I based it on a existing Lord of the Rings quest. So this effect is from an existing card. I just can't remember which card that is. So I'm going to have to look it up, see what I was meant to do there. But as it stands now, this is cleared, which means that I get these 4 and get 4 extra progress on here, which means I get another 4 here. So not too bad. Could have been far, far worse, but not enough to clear it. See, they've got ranged, but it does specifically say a non-ship hero. So, yeah, if they contributed to the quest, they should have quested, because then I would have done all of them. But live and learn. Alright, so combat. So these guys just attack because I have no defenders. I've got nobody to defend, so it's going to be an instant undefended. Luckily, they have an attack of 0. So the only way they're going to do some damage is if this thing, Shadow card, gives them some attack power. Which it doesn't. So they attack for 0, I'll take it undefended on TrekLotR, or it has no effect. So that's a bonus. Another round. I think. This is an interesting little thing here. So, refresh phases. Each player refreshes all cards he controls. Raises the threat by 1. First player token passes, and then there's an action window. Now I could refresh everybody, which I'm about to do, and then use her ability to get me the doorway. But I don't want to do that because there's no action window before you draw a card. So I would then draw Q, or whoever it is I put second, probably Slackus, and then not be able to use it. But it's important to keep that in mind if there's a card that you can't use the doorway with, that you can use that option. So I'm not going to use it in this particular state, but I could. So refresh, resources, and then draw a card, which I know is the doorway. So very exciting. I will of course then use that doorway. First I'm going to sacrifice this because I can't use it to give Deanna a resource. And then I'm going to use 1, yeah, 1, 2 to give TrekLotR the gateway. And now it's just all fun and games, because now I can choose to exhaust her and the gateway and look at the top card of the deck, and if it's something I can put into play, which I can, for free. Yeah. So now I have a scarily handsome 3/3 Romulan Vulcan warrior. Screw that guy. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty exciting. And I'm not going to use her ability to get the next top card because I know what it is. But what I am going to do first is a pocket. Let's have a look. Let's recheck what the top cards are. Awesome. Now I could rearrange them and then use her ability to grab a free wharf and then put him into play. But I don't desperately need a free wharf. So I'm going to arrange them so that I can use the gateway and get something for free. So I need to be able to draw something on the next turn when that's my draw phase. That I don't care that I can't actually get it for free. And I do want Hugh for free. So I'm going to put wharf on top and then put Hugh second because I want him for free. And then put these guys on. It's all about the free. Okay, now I don't want this stuff engaging me super quick, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3 and use the Tholian Web ritual. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm down quite a lot now, so that's down below even these guys, which is great. And if I use her ability, I can make it even lower. But I'm not going to use her ability just yet, so she's going to just kick back for a while. And then quest 3, 6. Yeah, I'm just going to do 6. Card. Alright, so the soldiers, they're doing 2. Oh, they've got ambush, so they immediately make a check, which they can't complete, so they're fine. But they do have a when revealed. When revealed, discard 1 villager token from the active location. If no villager token is discarded by its effect, they gain surge. There is no active location, so they gain surge. Holographic village. Villages 2. Cool. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the station area to travel here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that just yet, but I still have more in the here now. So it's 6 versus 5, which I win by 1. So still active. I get a free rescued prisoner, which is good, but that's not what I wanted to happen. I wanted to go to the next stage. So let's travel. I reveal the top card of the encounter deck and add it to the station here to travel here. So I will travel there. Let's get the new card. It's the caves. Villages 3. I like to put it there because then it looks like John Luke's pointing to it. While the Baku Caves is in the staging area, which it is, it gains Forced. After a treachery card is revealed from the encounter deck, discard 1 villager token from Baku Caves. So it's basically saying that this is a treachery card comes out, you discard a villager because they're not in the caves yet. You're still trying to get them into the caves, which is there's meant to be safe. So, all right, so these guys don't engage. It's engagement phase now, but I am actually going to voluntarily engage them. I think because what do they do? 3. Looks like this is 3. Although then, if he defends, he can't attack back. So, nah, let's leave them for now. They're not bothering me. Alright, so then we go into the combat phase. They don't engage. The drones do. They attack for 0. I'm going to take it undefended on TrekLotR. No shadow effect, so it's 0. And then Telekas is going to hit back. Easy as you like. Dead. Now, what happens when they die is they get shuffled back into the encounter deck, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. Cool. Alright, end of round. Okay, draw phase, which will be Wolf, and then Doorway, which will be Hugh. Thank you very much. Hugh for free, and Hugh is freaky good. When he defends, when you use him as a defender, and of course you do, because he's got a free defense, he discards the shadow card from the guy attacking. It's pretty cool. What's even cooler is the way it's worded. It doesn't even have to be the person who's attacking. Just a face-down shadow card from a non-unique enemy. It's as simple as that. Very cool. Very, very cool. So that's him done. Let's go Parker. Set up the next round of freebies. I don't really care about any of those. I will when the sonar ships come into effect. So let's make Federation Diplomat the one that I draw, and Karu the one that I get for free. Alright, that's it for planning, unless of course I want to put Wharf out. I mean, I might as well put Wharf out, right? Sacrifice Martok to get another resource. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 to get some quantum torpedoes on my ship. Because then when the battle cruisers come out, I'm going to blow them out of the sky. Alright, so 3, she can't quest. 6, and these are my combat guys, so I'll just leave them alone. 6. Known space. After you travel known space, you can ready a character. Alright, so 2, 4, 5. So win by 1. Which is not as much as I would have liked, but it's better than nothing. So they stay there, but now there's no end of round effects on these bad boys, so that's fine. So I will optionally engage. That wasn't a treachery card, so I don't lose anything from Baku Caves. Optionally engage these guys. Okay, combat. They attack. I will defend with Hugh. Because that then discards that card. Let's have a look at it. Yep, thankfully I discarded that card. And then easily defended. He defends for 3, they attack for 3, so defended, very nice. And then Seleucus will hit them back for 3. Is that enough to kill them? No. So Worf will also hit them back. So 6 points, easily enough to kill them. They go away. They don't get reshuffled like the drones do. And Worf did his duty, and then off he goes. Need to give Seleucus a weapon. Alright. I think that's it. Let's go. Increase threat. Draw a card, which I know is the Diplomat, and then Gateway, which I know will be Hakara Sulu, who I will immediately put into play. Alright, let's attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I can get female Q the pendant. Beautiful. I don't want her to be the draw one though. So let's put search your discard pile for a card and put it on the top of your deck. Now that's interesting. So I could get Federation membership out. Get some resources. Or Federation flagship. What does Martok actually do? Just another guy that kicks butt, like all the Klingons. Okay. Alright, so a neutral ally. Pretty handy. She can at least quest for me, so let's put her out. She gives a free resource to a Starfleet hero. Yes, so Starfleet hero. So let's give her. She's the only Starfleet hero I've got. Deanna. She's the one in charge. Captain in the ship. Captain in the Enterprise E. So let's do that. And I'm about to engage the battle cruisers, so I'm starting to get a bit paranoid. So let's get the the advanced phaser array onto the ship, which means it now gets +1 attack. So I think we're good. 3, 6, 7, 8. 8. Sulu puts a progress on every location in the staging area. Let's do that, and then see the staging area. Alright, Surge. So automatically get another card. When revealed, raise each player's threat by the number of damage tokens on captured villages. Holy shit. And I have no way to stop it from happening, so wow. Captured villages has 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Up we go. And then the Surge card says, oh, that's a villain. So ambush, they do an engagement check. There's nothing there. When revealed, discard 1 villager token from the active location. Harsh. It did happen, so they can search. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 versus 5 is 3. 1, 2, 3. So I only needed 2 on there, so that's gone. And I get 1 more from there. So I gain that. That goes. This is cleared, so I gain that. And that goes. Alright, cleared the thing, so let's see what happens. 2A, battle in the Briar Patch. While the away team defend the Baku villages on the planet, your ship battles the powerful sonar battle cruisers in the Briar Patch. They sure do. When revealed, make Briar Patch the active location. If there is currently an active location, discard it. Then search the encounter deck and discard pile for a sonar battle cruiser and place it into the staging area. So there's the Briar Patch. And then let's grab a battle cruiser. Here we go. Six, 4. I don't muck around. So 16 progress needed. The Briar Patch is now the active location. While Briar Patch is the active location, all non-sonar ships lose 1 defense. So it's now at -1 defense. And to indicate that, I give it a 1 and then turn it upside down. It has a shadow card effect that it will very rarely ever use. Unless, I mean, as soon as I clear it, it goes there and gets shuffled in. So I guess it does get used. Alright, so there's no traveling because that becomes the active location straight away. And so I have to clear that first. And yeah, there we go. So engagement checks, nothing. But do I want to? No, I don't, because I'm going to shoot it with a quantum torpedo. So let's go to combat. Do I want to actively engage the soldiers? Yes, I do, because they'll be out of the staging area, and I won't be able to kill them straight away, but at least they'll be out of the staging area. So yes, I will optionally engage these assholes. Okay, so then it's the attack phase. So they attack. I'll defend with Hugh. Hugh's ability says to get rid of the shadow card, which there wasn't anyway. He easily defends. And then Seleucus hits back for 3, which is not enough to kill them. But it is enough to do 2 points of damage. So they're still alive, but only... these guys don't attack, so now it's my attack phase. Oh, it is already my attack phase, because Seleucus just attacked. So Enterprise E is going to attack with the quantum torpedoes, which says that you can discard the quantum torpedoes to attack an enemy with a ship trait in the staging area. Gain +3 for this attack. So I'll discard the quantum torpedoes. I'm attacking for 6 + 3 is 9. I don't exhaust to attack. I have the ship trait. I'm attacking at 9. So 9 - 4 is 5. They're still alive. Wow, probably should have held off. Yeah, probably should have held off and gotten one more attack value somehow. But oh well, there they are. Or get Rogar into play so he can attack them himself. So. Alright. End of the round. Sonar, that shadow card disappears. And these guys are still engaged, so threat goes up. Resource, draw a card. Which I knew was the quantum torpedoes, and then I'm going to Gateway, which I know is going to be the pendant. So now she can start contributing her willpower to the others, which is pretty handy. And I've got another quantum torpedoes, so yeah. Even having that for free would have been good, but oh well. Yeah, actually would have preferred to have had that for free and then gotten the pendant and just paid for it because I can afford it. But oh well, it is what it is. So let's get questing. Yeah, 3. She can now use her ability to add to somebody else's. So Deanna gets an extra 4 from female Q. They like each other again. So 7, 10, 11, 12. Do a Packer's ability in a second. 12. Well, I'm not going to use it this turn. Let's just crest. 13. Lucky number 13. Let's get as much as we can. Okay, so 13 versus a when revealed. When revealed, each player discards the top card of their deck. Until the end of the phase, raise the total threat in the staging area by X, where X is the total cost of all cards discarded by this effect. So the cards, in the staged area. Okay, let's discard the top card of my deck. It is mines, so that's discarded. So they get 3 threat each. That is really unfortunate because I'm not going to clear anywhere near as much as I was, but it also means that, yeah. Alright, so Sulu gives them +1 progress, and let's now check the threat. So it's 5, 6, 9, 12, 16. So it means I actually lost. So I lost by 3. Still not enough for these to engage, but it's getting closer. So I didn't clear the briar patch. These guys still don't engage. But I am going to optionally engage them, because now I can kill them. So they get a card. They're higher, so they get a card. And then we get to the attack phase. They get a card. The ship will attack first. The Enterprise E doesn't exhaust to defend. It's defending for 4 because it has -1. So 4 minus 6. Shadow effect is attacking when he gets +1, +2 upon defense. So he gets +1. So they're attacking for 7. 7. So 7 minus 4 is 3. Because they defended and got a damage, they get a -1 counter. So now they're at -2 defense. But now they hit back. They don't exhaust to attack. So it's hitting back for 6. 6 minus 4 is 2. They're dead. Oh, I should have done their attack first. Oh well. They're attacking Hugh. Hugh activates his no shadow card effect. See you later. And then Selecus hits back. Doing 2 points damage, which is enough to kill them. So they're also dead. End of the round. Okay, I'm cool with that. Alright, so auto alpaca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she'll obviously be on the bottom. So I want to get a free Q, but not just yet, because I want to use him to help destroy the ship. So let's get the free attachment. Which is going to go on TrekLotR. Then I can gateway and quest with her, like now. Yeah, I can quest with her. Alright, cool with that. I am cool with that. And in saying that, let's do it. 3 plus her 4, so 7, 10, 13, 14, 15. So 15. I immediately get a free progress on there and a free progress on there. That is actually enough to get rid of that. So that's good. Add the card. Tear in subspace. When revealed, each location in the staging area gets +1 threat until the end of the phase. Then each player with a threat of 35 or higher chooses and discards a card from their hand. Don't have a threat of 35, I'm on 34. So I'll get the +1 threat though. So it's now 3. So it's 15 versus 3, which means I win by 12. So 4 on here. Which means this goes back down to -1. And 8. On here, so halfway. I will then travel to the caves. Oh, treachery was revealed. Treachery was revealed, and there was another treachery revealed. There was 2 treachery reveals. Alright, so all we have is Your Honor. So 2 treacheries were revealed, so that goes down to 1 and that goes up by 2. Alright. So it's a weird banging sound outside. I'm not too sure what that is. Zombies. Zombie attacks finally happening. So what have we got? Yeah, 8. So that's done. Alright, so taking care of all that. There's no other effects for when it travels there. It has to clear before I can claim that. And it's already got 3 on there. And there's no combat happening, so threat, reverse, draw a card to Pucker, and I'll immediately sacrifice to give her 1, and then use this Pucker to see who's left over. See, I don't want a free Q just yet. Oh, there's another free Q. Another free Q. So, although he can quest for me too, can't he, right? I mean, we can reduce threat, he can do sorts of all other stuff. So why don't I? Well, I mean, I don't. If I can quest through it, I don't need to worry about them. Just finish it off. And there's 2 there. So, yeah, you know what? I am going to get a free Q. Free Q. I'm going to use him to reduce threat by 3. Oh, 4. Is it reduce threat by 4 or 3? By 5. Oh. Reduce it for 5. And then I'm going to use him to quest. Let's ready TrekLotR and then go 3, 6, her 4, make it 10, 13, 14, 15, 19. Let's just quest this thing into oblivion. There we go. Ambush does an immediate check. 25, yep. Immediately engages. And it has to do the thing. Yeah, it does the thing. Discard 1d6 villager tokens. Yeah, I'm just going to discard it. I think that's the only fair way, right? Because it has to roll 1 to 6, so it's definitely going to discard something. Cool. Alright, so that goes on there. Okay, so 19 versus nothing, because they left the staging area because of ambush. So that actually, this ambush actually works out in your favor. I don't know why it's so hated. It doesn't attack straight away, so, and even if it did, who cares? Selekis and Hugh, between the two of them, can take care of it. So yeah, 19 to 0. Like it's overkill. So an extra 1 on there, easily cleared. I didn't rescue any villagers, but it is what it is. And 18 on here. So easily cleared it. Thank you very much. So that's TB gone. 3A, when revealed, add the enemy Rufo and the location Sonar Collector to the staging area. Rufo, Sonar Collector. If an attack goes undefended, as well as damaging the character, discard X villager tokens from rescued villagers, where X is the number of damage that was dealt. No attack is going to go undefended, so I'm cool with that. When the players defeat this stage, end the game. Then compare the number of tokens on rescued villagers to the number of tokens on captured villagers. Cool. Alright, so I can either leave that in the staging area, because I have to exhaust a hero to travel there. I don't have... Well, I could exhaust her to travel here. I think I can out-quest it. I don't think I need to worry about it. I think I can just leave it there. Because it increased my threat by 1. Every time it's in the thing. I'm just going to leave it there. Screw it. 5 threat. Don't care. So Rufo is in the staging area now. So we're now... so travel phase. I'm not going to travel. I choose not to travel. I choose not to travel! And then Rufo is in the staging area. His engagement is 30, and I am 30. So it engages. He engages. So I'm just going to leave this here. Screw it. And he engages. So let's get some show cards. That's Rufo's card. That's the collector's card. We don't want to do any of the undefended business, because, as it says, if it's undefended, you discard villager tokens. Now, it's unlikely that it'll do any damage because it's 0, but still, I'm not going to take the risk. So I'm going to Starfleet Training, which was actually untapped, not tapped, to Ready TrekLotR, and then she'll be able to defend against that, and these guys will defend against him. So let's do him first. So what does he do? X is the number of damage tokens on captured villages. So his attack is currently 8. Woof. Woof. Wow. When Rufo attacks, place 1 damage token on captured villages. While Rufo is in play, the game cannot end. Does the collector say that? No, so that's fine. So we basically had to get rid of him in order to, and progress, of course, to win the game. So yeah, so he attacks for 8 and a shadow card. I don't want... I'm actually going to defend with Selekis because he has a higher life. I mean, he would get rid of this discard, but he turns 8. So 8 minus 3 is 5. He'd be dead instantly. Although Selekis will also be dead instantly. Wow. Shouldn't have quested like a maniac. Could have had Q defend it. Well, someone's gonna die, so I guess it has to be Seleucus. Although that means Pew can't even hit back. No, Hugh. Sorry, buddy, but you're gone. Defending with Hugh. Which means he discards that shadow card. Alright, now that's good. Well, it's good that we got rid of that. So, but he still hits you for 8, which is enough to kill you. So, sorry, buddy. And then the drones, I'll defend with TrekLotR. So unless they have some sort of damage thing. Targeting me against +2. Holy shit. So attack for 2, I still defend, no problem. And then hitting back. Seleucus can't hit Rufo and do anything, so he's just going to hit and kill the drones. That's the only thing he can hit. So the drones get put back into here. That's it. End of the round. Bomb. Refresh. And Q runs away. Resource. Draw a card. Okay, so that'll help get my threat down, but so far I just need to get rid of this dude. So, that's a Parker. 1, 2, oh, okay, so that's good. That's handy. Yeah, that's very handy. So obviously, I'm going to queue. And then him. Okay, thank you very much. Gateway. Q. He does 4 points of damage to Rufo. And then I'm going to leave him there to defend. I'm going to Starfleet her back up. And then let's get Pavel out because he puts a -2 counter on an enemy, so let's do that. Oh, Rufo attacked before, so that had to get a damage token, which means he's actually now up to +9 or 9. Alright, so yeah, so Pavel puts a -2 on when he comes into play, so that's that. And yeah, so let's get another Q. So let's play the Initiates. And when they come out, they get a card from your discard pile and place on the top of your deck. Okay, so let's Sarek's Council. 1, 2, 3. Give her extra because she's now going to be 8 because of her. She adds her 4, so she's now 8 just on her own. TrekLotR 11. 14, 15, 16, 17. And Hikaru puts a progress on there. Then add a card. Assault ships. Their force effect is only when they attack. So don't care about them. So it's 5, 7. So I win by 10. Okay. Engagement check. I'm not going to travel. Engagement check 30, 28, so less. So they can just stay there for now. Then we go into combat. So we get a card. And then combat. Alright, so he attacks. Because he attacks, so what does it say? After he attacks? So when he attacks. Do I do it now or do I do it after? I'm pretty safe to say, I think my morals are fine to say that it actually happens after he attacks. So he attacks. He's currently attacking for 9. His defender is going to be Q, which is -4, so 9 minus 4 is 5, which is enough to kill Q, which is fine. And then I'm going to ready TrekLotR, and then I'm going to hit back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what was the effect? It really doesn't make any difference. He's dead. Oh, wait. If the attack destroys a character, discard a village token from the rescued villages. Well, there you go. Discard. And wow. This is not good. So he is going to hit back for, well, it's 3, 4, 5. He currently has -2 defense, so he only has 1 defense. So 5 minus 1 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's dead. Okay, so he's dead. He goes to the victory pile. So when players defeat this token, end the game, then compare the number of tokens. Now, it's 10-10, so it's actually a draw at the moment. I need more tokens. I need to get more tokens. What does she do? After a village token is discarded, exhaust earns to play the village token on a location instead. So, I need to keep her up and then use her ability to gain 1, or get a location out and then clear it. Okay, so end. Okay, so before I start the next round, so I've refreshed. I haven't gained any resources yet. I'm going to use the action window right at the end, which is refresh, increase threat by 1, and then player actions. I've done that. So now I'm going to use my player action, which is her, the gateway, which is an action, to get the top card, which is Q. Which is going to be to instantly destroy that. Then I'm going to refresh her. Now is the start. Resource, resource, resource. I probably could have just played Q. I'm not going to afford it. Shit. And draw a card. And then play Sarek's Council. One, two, three. Give her 1 extra and plus her 4. I'm just going to play torpedoes just in case a battle cruiser comes out. I'm just going to blow it away. And then quest 8. 8, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. So 8, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so 19. I'm going to keep her up so I can use her ability. 19. And Hakara Sulu. Adds 1. Ku Village. Yes. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Alright. Okay, so 19 versus 6, which means I win by... Oh, shit. That doesn't matter. So I win by 13. And then... Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. When the players defeat this stage, end the game. Then compare the number of tokens on rescue villages to the number of tokens on captured villages. Which is 10 versus 10. So, yeah. What are the rules? Do I win? It's a draw. And pretty sure that if it's a draw, it means I actually lose. I lose because it's a draw. I'm sure that is the case. Wow. Wow. I'm going to do this again. Not right now, though. I think we're done. Thank you very much for watching. And, yeah, take care of yourselves and each other. And thank you very much. Bye. Live long and prosper.